Boo boo boo. Welcome. Started a bit late again, and my connection's bad as well. Everything is just landing on me today. Oh my goodness, the connection is in the red again. Losing frames. It's not good. I'm not sure what causes that either, so I think I've just got a terrible connection. Okay, I'm just gonna post some linkies everywhere. Painting. It's posting in various locations that I'm streaming. And then we'll begin. So again, Picato's still unavailable this time round on my streaming sessions because audio's not there. Yeah, there's still problems with Picato and Restream, so it's broken. Not sure when it'll be fixed, but not much I can do really. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, real shame. So, this is going to be a short streaming session. I'm going to work on this commission. I've spoke to the customer and they're happy with it. We're happy to go ahead with it, so I'm just going to blow it up and then have it prepared and work on it for an hour. Yeah. So let's get to it. But before we do that, I'm going to again let people know I'm streaming. Won't be long to do. Short session. There we go. There you go. Finalize. Boom. Yeah. How's it going, Samurai? Hello, hello. Sorry I had to leave the conversation early there, but hopefully after an hour I'll be back and we can all hang out and drink and talk. Hope you're well though. Hope you're well. Got yourself a drink. Tasty malty drink. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, oh yeah. I was gonna say to you that today I downloaded what's it called? I downloaded Half-Life Alyx. 50 gigs in 8 hours, or probably less than 8 hours, but it was just hilarious. Yeah, it was incredible. I couldn't use anything. I couldn't use any form of. I couldn't use any video. I couldn't watch anything. I couldn't do anything because I was trying to save up the bandwidth to download it efficiently. Not yet. Drank my last stop last night and I haven't got any more. Oh, no more. Gotta move on to coffee now. Move on to coffee. Coffee's good. Coffee's very good. Okay, let me. I think I've done. I need to sort one more thing up. Linksin. Hello, welcome. How are you today? Give me a second. I'm just going to post on Furzu that I'm streaming. I keep forgetting to do this. There we go. And then paste. Yeah, streaming art. There we go. Boom. Done. Swanky. Is it going to send? It's going to send. All right. So, this piece. Actually, you know what? Instead of working on this piece, I can probably finish off the. The Guilliman, because if I do this, let's do that first, because the Goleman is kind of nearly done. I think that deserves a bit of a finishing touch. This one. So let's close this one for the second. Let's work on this one because it is nearly finished, and yeah, let's get it finished. Let's get it finished. I think that'd be a good idea rather than starting something new. That's the problem when you don't finish existing projects. It all just gets left behind, and this is a personal piece as well. So it'd be nice to get it finished and deployed. The nice thing is I've actually got recordings of this. So I can potentially turn this into speed paint, but I don't think I will. And probably because it's fragmented across the various recordings. I think this one deserves to be slow, as it is. And unless people think it deserves to be turned into a speed paint, then I will definitely consider looking into, making it into a proper video. But for now, I think it will remain as a cheeky little video that you can enjoy yourselves as you are right now. You're hanging out with me, and enjoy it like that. So you've seen it being made here. You saw it being made here, or you can watch it afterwards in your own time when you're doing your laundry, or you're sitting down doing some drawing, doing some painting or whatnot. You need some moment of inspiration, or someone like me talking whilst you're working away. So yeah. But yeah, I think this will be a special one, kept away from everything. But I may consider turning it into a video, but there's no urgency of that. But the nice thing about streaming on YouTube is videos get saved. So that's one of the nicest things that streaming on YouTube provides. That service of having your streams saved and secured. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Well, actually, before I continue on, there's another place I haven't posted my stream to, so I'll do that now. Here we go. Oop. And some Telegram. Some Telegram place. Come on. So yeah. Another thing we're missing is the ring, the little round ring that goes around its belly. I think I did a... Oh, that stays there. It's on here. There you go. It's on here. That's going to be a rounded circle. I think I can use a rounded circle. Like that. There we go. Oh. Guess I can fix that with... Oh, let's close that. Let's try again. Fill and a stroke. We want a stroke of that same colour. So if we just do that. There we go. Oh, it's not letting me choose that colour. Okay, fine. I'll just pick it from there. There we go. Cool. If I do that, there we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. But 3 points is a bit too thick, so let's try 2. Yeah, that's it's a bit better, isn't it? It's a bit better. I'm trying to fit this in with a bit of a perspective tool, because there's a bit of perspective going on here. Maybe there's a little bit of a getting perspective in there. Maybe distort it. Maybe distort it a bit. Yeah, there we go. So how's people's days been today? I know Samurai's it's probably the afternoon, isn't it? Or like mid-afternoon now, sort of halfway there. Afternoon's always good. I'm more of an afternoon person than a morning person. I find that when I'm doing stuff in the morning, I'm not really entirely zoned into work. But in the afternoon, all pistons are firing. Like just getting stuff done. And before you know it, it's already like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, I've done nothing. But like I've done a heap of work, and it just like feels like all boom, boom, boom. It's always yeah. Always takes time. Always like I wouldn't call myself a slow burner, because slow burners means like someone that takes ages to get going. I'm more morning. I'm not a morning person. I don't like working in the morning. I like to wake up, relax, drink some coffee, have my breakfast, have some tasty nosh. Then like when I'm ready, when I'm good and ready, then I'll get to work. Get to work and really put the stuff in. Oh, what's happened here? Crop. Do you want to crop it? Yeah. So let's rasterize that layout. There we go. Sweet. Let me just check the references as well on this, because I always tend to leave the reference last, and I realise that I've done something wrong, or I've screwed something up. But it looks fine. Let me check the belly. I mean, the pattern's fine. I think the pattern should be fine and more finer, I think. Yeah. So what I may do is, if I make an outer, yeah, let me make another ring, because that ring is a bit way too thick. Let me try one. I think one might be better. Oh, one point. Cancel. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot better, more finer. I think that was the kind of thing I wanted. Yeah, the other ring was a bit too thick for this particular creature. There we go. So, some of you may or may not know that tomorrow is Thursday, and Friday is Good Friday. It's when, if I'm correct, Jesus was crucified on the cross. Is that right? I may need someone to correct me on that if anyone's knows their religious stuff. Jesus was crucified on Thursday, and then leading up to Monday. Monday is when he rises from his grave, and the miracle, the greatest miracle. So so because in the UK, Good Friday you have a day off. It's a bank holiday, so that means tomorrow I could probably do a longer stream for Bioshock, but again it will just be a 2-hour session, I think, and then play Bioshock for 2 hours, and then jump off that to do some VRing and horror world exploring or something to do with VR, of course. So that'd be fun to do, because I've not done that in a while. I think he rose on Sunday. Okay, so why? Okay. Okay, so he rose on Sunday. So why is Easter Monday said to be Easter Monday? What's the premise of Easter Monday then? We'll have to check into that. 'Cause I thought he got crucified on Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, nothing happened, and then Monday, up he gets in the morning. Monday. Maybe it might have been Monday morning. Monday morning is when he rose up from his. I'm not sure. I'm used to Easter being on Sunday. Okay. Yeah. Something to research after. I think samurai. I think we'll have to look into that. See what really happened. It's a conspiracy. Another kind of conspiracy being discovered here. Oh. Okay, I just realised the markings go just a bit lower. I think below the belly, and I think this is a bit too big. The one I've done here, so I'm just going to knock it down a slight. Yeah, we're not educated. We're just crazy fools who've been drinking too much. Wish I had my wine. I've got my coffee though, because if I was drinking wine right now, I'd be yawning. Because like, so yesterday. Yesterday, when I made the coffee, I made it incorrectly. Like, I wasn't thinking when I was making it. So normally what I do the upside down method for AeroPress. I put the coffee grounds in, basically put it in before I squash it down. So I leave it in there to get all that goodness out of the coffee. But I flipped it the other. I kind of just went straight to draining it out, and obviously all I got was more water than coffee. So it was a watery coffee. Horrible. A big nap. It was a big nap. Yes, Jesus had a big nap. I think that's what we all need, isn't it? If we're busy, we're all busy working, and the bank holiday is a big nap. We have a snooze, and then Monday we wake up on Monday, bank holiday. That's that long 3 day snooze is good. It's good. Oh, I like that. Use a French press. No. I use a AeroPress device. I don't know if you heard of that. It's a fairly well known coffee making device. It takes coffee grounds, and you use pressure to force like a syringe. You force the water out through the coffee into your cup with a, there's a filter under it, so it presses it. You press it out like yeah. I mean, people. I mean, the original way to do it tends to leave the coffee. Yeah. You should check it out. Aeropress. It's a really cool device. But the original way to do it, it leaves the coffee being watery, a bit watery and stuff. Maybe I've just did it wrong. Then again, I tend to put in 4 cups. I tend to put in like 1 shot of coffee grounds with 3 shots worth of water. So that's probably why it's watery. But the thing is, if I do it the reverse way, which is basically you instead of pouring it in, instead of having it going straight towards the cup, I leave it inside for a while and let the hot water and coffee grounds mix together, and let that good flavors out, and then I close it and then squeeze it out. You get a better taste. But yesterday I did it wrong, and that was bad. It made me yawn because the coffee wasn't working because it was just awful. It's the most awful coffee I've ever made for myself. Never will do that again. I never will do that kind of thing to myself again. Oh. So I've noticed on the belly of this pat. It's I mean, the device itself is relatively cheap. You can buy it for like $20, $30, and it's easy to clean. That's one thing I will say. Once you use it, you just wash it with some water, put it on the rack, done. Yeah, I'd recommend Aeropress if you want another way of making coffee, and it's fairly easy to make through it. So I was tempted to buy a coffee machine, like there's capsule machines. I've been told they're really good, the capsule ones, but again, those sort of things require maintenance and stuff like that. So yeah, so there's a lot of things, choices, but they all have like pros and cons, I guess, isn't it? But yeah. Let's flatten this down. Can we flatten that down? There we go. So it's now one thing. There we go. Oh, can probably warp this now. Just warp it a bit. Yeah, a good coffee machine is always important, I think, because a good coffee. If you have good coffee, then you have a better day, I think, better well-being, I think, because if you have terrible coffee, like I did yesterday, it reflects, it all comes back to you. It's like, you start getting a bit sleepy, you just feel a bit miserable, because you had a really bad coffee. I've had bad coffees before when I went up in certain coffee shops like Starbucks and stuff, and I think the worst one was, I went to Starbucks, and it was a London one. Like they fixed it. I mean, the problem was it was a bad coffee, but I went back and changed it, and they said fine. But yeah, it was the coffees tasted burnt, like really burnt, bitter. It was awful. I was like, this ain't right. Doesn't taste good. Something is wrong. So yeah, I went back and I said, look, this tastes awful, and they said, oh, sorry. Don't worry, we'll make another one, and maybe another one, and that tasted perfectly fine. So it might have just been a bad batch, bad bean or something, or whatever. It was, or maybe just they put too much. They probably put boiling water, because if I'm right, if you put boiling water into coffee ground, you burn it gets burnt, doesn't it? It burns the flavour, and you end up with some really bitter tasting coffee. That's why when I make coffee, I let the boiling water settle down a bit before I add it into the grounds. Otherwise, you get really bitter coffee, which is not nice. Hard to explain. I think if you drink coffee a lot, you'll understand the taste, when the weird taste when you burn the beans with water. You get that. It doesn't taste like. It's like a really, undesirable coffee, Yeah. Coffee. talking about coffee. We're talking about coffee a lot here than art, which is fine. That's great. I like it. I like the conversation of coffee. Coffee conversations. Cool. Right. So I'm going to add some just light overlay texture on this, just to give it some sense of. Yeah, we go. Let me just hit a reference on the 3D one. I think I might get a press and grind. Yeah, grinders. Yeah, you can get some really good grinders. I was planning on getting one of those smaller ones like that. You know, the ones you can get the small ones. Ones which give you a choice of, you know, how fine you want it. You know, because you can get like those ones which you can grind to like a coarse and fine grinded machines. But I ended up just buying. I realised that buying beans would just be too much. I thought let me just buy a bag of ground instead. And excuse me, buying a bag of ground has resolved my problem. But I guess having beans will be good as well, because you get the richness of the blend coming through, isn't it? Then on a ground one, because once you have the ground out, that's it. All the flavour escapes, and then you're buggered, isn't it? Oh yeah, just checking the reference again. Sorry, I was checking the reference and I forgot. There we go. Right. So I'm just gonna bump up the value just a little notch. There we go. Like that. Yeah, coffee. Mind you, my the best coffee I've ever had, right, was a blend called Jabberwocky blend, and sadly you can't get them anymore. Can't get it anymore. It's made by a company called Hasbean, hasbean.co.uk. They do selection of coffee blends. So they get various blends and they mishmash it together and to make a new kind of blend, and they sell it. And I tried one of their blends at a independent coffee shop, and man, it was amazing. It was strong. It knocked you off your feet, but it tasted amazing. Like, I can't explain the flavour. It was so Moorish. That's how good it was. When you have Moorish coffee like that, there's no, you can just keep drinking it. But the problem was, it got to a point where I was drinking so much of it that my chest was starting to palpitate. You feel your chest like beating excessively and out of control. It's like something's wrong with you. Something's wrong here. But the coffee's too tasty. The coffee is too tasty. You've got to drink more. So yeah. The Sumatra. Oh, I have heard of the Sumatra. Yes, I think I had a sample of that. So when I used to go to Starbucks a lot, when I used to art a lot, I used to know the baristas and stuff, the staff that worked there. I knew them fairly well, because they knew who I was, and I'd go there to draw and paint, whatever, and they would give me samples. Some now and then they'll give me samples to try, and one of that was the Sumatra. We got them in sachets though, little sachets, sample sachets. I think when they first got released, you can get instant ones as well. So they gave me a handful of it. It's like, here we got some samples. Do you want some? I said yeah, sure. And I think Sumatra was one of them. And yes, I think if it's the one I think it is, then yeah, it's very tasty. Yeah, I've noticed Starbucks are now starting to expand their horizons with coffee blends. I don't know if they still do it anymore. But there used to be Starbucks Reserves. I don't know if you heard of those. So Starbucks wanted to make a special kind of coffee shop which takes on the independent ones by offering unique beans. So they have their own like selection of beans which are like, you can't get them anywhere in any normal Starbucks. You can only buy them, and you can only drink them at a Starbucks Reserve. I think you probably buy them online. I'm not sure, but it was amazing. It was like a restaurant. It was like literally a restaurant, a Starbucks restaurant. So when you go in, and a waiter comes up to you and says, "Where do you want to? Do you want to, like, are you here for takeaway, or are you here to sit down?" And when you sit down, they give you a menu and everything, so everything's given to you on your table. It felt really weird. It felt weird because normally, because you know, when you go to Starbucks, you know, it's not a restaurant, is it? It's a place you go in and sit down and drink, isn't it? This felt weird for me because it's a restauranty kind of feel, but it was impressive. It was tasty though. Coffee stuff was good. I did try the unique stuff. I didn't want to try the generic stuff because you can still buy the generic coffee there, the regular Starbucks stuff. But why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go to a reserve just to have a regular Starbucks? You know, you gotta if you're there at a reserve, have the unique stuff, have the new beans, the new sorts, and get that taste. Try those flavors out. See what it's about. See what, you know, what it all is and stuff. You know, tasty coffee. Coffee's good. Mind you, one place I've not been to, and this is just me being picky about it, I guess I've never ever been to a tea cake shop. You know, those kind of things. You go there and they serve like tea and cakes and all that, and little sandwiches. There are some in the UK which exist, but they're relatively pricey for what they are. You know, that they're not. It's a very niche kind of thing as well. It's like someone like me, I'm not a fan of tea, so you know, again, it kind of puts it on a bit of a downer. Like there's no point in me going to those sort of things. But I do like the idea of eating sandwiches. You know, little tiny sandwiches of cucumber sandwiches and tuna sandwiches, or little mini ham sandwiches, little triangular ones. And you get a tower full of little cakes as well, circular full of cakes. Sounds like something like yeah. So like if you Google tea rooms, I think they're called tea rooms, or you get like a tower, like served on a stainless steel kind of tray, you know, and it stacks like 2 stacks each, and it's just full of cakes, little cakes and stuff, and then you get another one which is full of sandwiches, mini sandwiches, but the prices on those is pretty ridiculous. When you see the price and how much it all costs, it's like, wait a minute, you can get a free course dinner with that. But yeah, it's something to think. Yeah, I've never actually done those things, but caught my. I was thinking about it a few days ago, and I was thinking, oh, you know, I've not done those, but I've not actually been to a tea shop, you know, tea room shop like that. But I'm sure they do coffee as well. So I probably would still go if they had coffee. Smash it out. Give me some coffee and some pretty cakes and sandwiches, because I'm sure you guys know coffee and cakes go hand in hand. You know, if you get like exceptionally sweet cakes, the coffee just counters that sweetness with that nice bitter taste. And I think the ones I enjoy most are lemon curd muffins or something with a lemony zest, citrus taste. If you combine that with coffee. Ooh, it's tasty. It's like the most tastiest pastry you ever have, or pastry or cake. But yeah, muffins. It works well with muffins, but I can see it working with lemon tarts, because lemon tarts have lemon curd. Lemon curd, which is like it's really sweet, but it has that citrusy zing to it. Lemon cakes and coffee are great. Yeah. And obviously then you have your carrot cake and all that stuff. But I don't think carrot cake is usually served with tea. I'm not sure, because you know, because carrot cake is pretty rich. It's a rich cake, isn't it? Compared to something like something than a sponge cake. Because like normally tea rooms will give you sponge cakes with icing on it, a little bit of icing, or coated with icing, or Battenberg. A Battenberg is another kind of example of a cake. I don't know if you've heard of those. It's like a sponge cake with one's pink and one's yellow, and in between the Battenberg it's got icing, and it's like a long tube, square tube kind of shape, and they cut it down in slices. So yeah, Battenberg. Listen. At least that's what it's called, if I'm right. Let me double check this, because I could be wrong. Battenberg. I think that's what it's wrong as well. Battenberg. Yeah, I was right. No, I was right. Battenberg. Yep. Battenberg is a light sponge cake with different sections held together with jam. So it wasn't icing, it was jam, sorry. And then the cake's covered in marzipan. There we go. Marzipan. That's the stuff. Yeah, you get a lot of that. And you also get angel cake, which is kind of similar. Angel cake is another kind of similar cake you can probably find in tea rooms. Yeah. Yeah, I've not had Battenberg in a long while, a very, very long time. But then again, it's not kind of cake I'd probably eat either. So I may have had it on a whim, you know, in terms of like if I've been somewhere and someone's offered me a cake, I'm like, all right, I'll take a Battenberg. Try some fresh apple pie with a bit of ice cream and coffee. Oh, mate, that sounds good. Oh, I can destroy an apple. You know what? I've not had a good apple pie, like good apple pie. I mean, I've had like pies in like diners and stuff, but like that's just like typical, you know, the typical stuff you get. It's not like homemade apple pie. It's just probably pie that they've probably bought from the shop or something, or some sort of. Well, then like I can't really speak out if it's fresh or not. I don't know, but you know what I mean. I guess true places that which make apple pie and then serve it with that's a yeah. Dang, yeah. Apple pie. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Apple pie and ice cream. So, but the thing is, so when you say apple pie, it's the one with the pastry base, yeah, not the crumble. Because in UK we get crumble, and I guess crumble works with custard, right? I think apple crumble and custard. I'm a bit of a hit and miss with custards sometimes. Custard's like one of the sort of things that whether you like it or not, I don't mind it, but you know it can be a bit, especially if it's served to you and the skin is forming. It's very tasty. Oh. Need to contact this. So the guy who plays yeah, the pastry type. The pastry type with ice cream is amazing. It's amazing. Scoop if it's served warm, right? Warm apple pie with custard, right? Yeah. So not custard. Warm apple pie with ice cream. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. Yeah. Hot apple pie with ice cream. Oh my god. Yeah, that can work. So yeah, yeah. You got me thinking about cakes now. Cakes and apple crumbles and stuff. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Let me check the reference. I think this is done now. I'm just comparing the shapes and everything, making sure it's all hunky dory. Just got to fix the foot area now. I think the foot part. Yeah. So I was looking at this darker shape here. There we go. It's a bit wishy-washy here. So I'm just gonna clean it up here. Cobbler is that what we call? So cobbler is a crumble. Is that right? Is that correct? The terminology in terms of what cobblers. Cobbler. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we can always Google it. We can always Google it. We can always Google and find out what is a cobbler. I think Samurai. I think you should make an apple pie. I think that should be your next task. I think maybe a task that you look trying to do. Make an apple pie, and then eat it. Because what we need, I'm sure the ingredients for making apple pie is pretty straightforward. You just get some pastry. you can probably buy roll out pastry because I've seen a lot of videos where chefs don't bother making pastry because they'll just buy pastry sheets. There's roll out pastries because what's the point? It's not hard to make. Just save some time there. Get some apples, boil them up and with some cinnamon. If you want, you can add some moonshine, or you add some flavor into those. Splash some rum into that apple boiling apple stew, and then let it boil nicely until it's soft, and then put it into the pie, and then bang. You can probably do that. I mean, giving you ideas there. You can challenge to try and eat some ice cream. Rum apple pie with ice cream. Oh, tasty dessert. So I'm giving you ideas here. Amazing ideas. Yeah. Oh, cakes and sweet stuff. Oh man, I tell you what. Another thing I like is caramel tarts. And it's not just any kind of caramel. It's the one made with condensed milk and sugar till it's brown, and then it becomes really thick, and then you pour it into a tart case and whatever, and then you just leave it to set, and it becomes really sticky and gooey. I used to have it in primary school when I used to be a kid, and I was like, wow, I used to love that taste, especially with custard. Again, custard. Maybe it'll probably work just as well with ice cream as well. That stuff was crazy. Condensed milk and sugar. I think I need to look into that. I need to try and make that. I'll try and buy some condensed milk tomorrow. Experiment to try and prove this point, and see if I can see over the Easter period if I can make that, and then show it on stream, me eating it like that. Right. Okay, let me think. There's a link here someone sent me about this Twitter person that I'm trying to contact. I need to try and get in touch with this individual. Let me see. Okay, so the VA. That's not him. Okay, here he is. Okay. So he's got this person I'm looking for has also got a Twitch. I need to try and find a way to contact them officially if they're keen on doing such a thing. Hang on, Twitch is like loading really slowly here. Okay, about.
Hey guys, my name is Jonas Scott, and I'm a voice actor.
Yeah. We know who you are, Jonas Scott. If you don't know who Jonas Scott is, he's the dude who plays the voice of Legoshi. And the idea I'm trying to do is something there. Audio. Continue playing. Is to try and I want to try and invite him onto a talk. I won't be doing the talk, but I'm going to try and have a chat with him, try and reach out to him. But it seems like a difficult person to you can contact me through. Okay, good. Right. Sweet. Massive. Okay, right. I'm just gonna copy this person's email, and I'll write a proper email out to him. I'll just make a quick Gmail post, and then I'll just close it. So cobblers are crumbles. It's very similar. It seems that the real difference is the nature of the topping. Okay. So what does cobblers have that crumbles? Because I know crumble, right? When a crumble's made, you sometimes sprinkle sugar on it, like light sugar, so sugary and crumbly at the same time. I guess cobblers will probably be something similar, or maybe put more sugar on it. Or excuse me. Oh, paste. There we go. Oh, send it. Oh, there we go. Sorry if I'm going to go quiet. When I'm focused on things, when I'm trying to do multiple things, my brain just like turns into like a potato and just like, oh. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm just checking a few things here before I close the windows. Yeah, there we go. Good. And I heard a ping there. What's that from? Who's messaged me? Someone's messaged me. Let's send a message. There we go. Give me a second, guys. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what was? Yeah. So yeah, Jonah. That's a person which I'm trying to reach out to. I'm going to try and contact him. Hopefully this week. So that'd be interesting. Nice to see what they say. I think this is, yeah. Yes, it is. Oh yeah. So one of the things I mentioned already that I'm trying to do a short stream with this as well. So how long have I been streaming for? Been streaming for 46 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And we're getting this picture done, so that's a great thing too. So you get multiple things done. I'm painting on the wrong layer there. Painting on the wrong layer. Let's erase that. Oh my goodness! I'm like painting on everything. I'm painting on like all the wrong things here that shouldn't be on there. Bad. There we go. So that's gone there. So there as well. See, that is a no. Come off there. Oh no. What happened there? Oh. Dear. There we go. Cut. Can I cut? There we go. Paste that. Cool. So yeah, reason why I do this is because I want to keep the strands, like these strands, separate. So there's a bit of a line there. It's fine. I can probably erase that. Whatever it was. There we go. Yeah, it's always good to be clean with these things and don't. Yeah, there you go. It's oh my goodness. Yeah. So I think I got a bit carried away there. So what I want to do is I'm gonna cut away that. Oh no. Minus it. Cut away that. Cut away that. Oh, cut away the nose pattern. Cut away all this. Cut away that. That's what I like about selection tools, so you can just cut away things. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on big follows. Oh man, we got the bots on. We got the bots on. Oh, whoa! One hell of a bots. Got army of bots that turned up. They want to make me famous. Oh please make me famous. Make me famous. Make me famous. Fame. Oh, empty layer. What? Hang on. Wait a minute. What is going on there? Oh, there it's on that layer. Whoop. Then paste it again. There we go. So I'm going to put this down here. There we go. Blomp. Yeah, these bots are now becoming a norm on Twitch. You know, they're always everywhere. They're always like nosing around, letting you know. Do you want to get famous? Do you want to be famous? Do you want viewers? Do you want Prime? Yeah. So this is one of the ways to really pump up your status again, to become a Twitch Prime user. But again, you know, is it worth it? I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to reach this kind of level? You know, with false pretense. You know, it's always a case of you got to work your way up, isn't it? You got to work your way up to becoming who you are. You know, with the streams, and not let other things like this get in the way. It could be an easy fix, isn't it? It's an easy fix to you know. It's like, ooh, is this what I want? It's a rush, isn't it? People are desperately seeking to get popular by reaching Prime. But the thing is, Twitch Prime is not what it's made out to be. You know, like people assume being Twitch Prime means that, you know, you get all the cool features. You know, you get noticed and all this stuff, but it's not all happy stuff. It's not all happy days. You know, if you read between the lines, Twitch Prime has you know, they have clause in their contracts. They have clause. Like any platform, they have rules that make it tougher for you as a streamer to survive as a Prime user. You know, Twitch Prime. Which one of it is you have to make sure you have, I think it's over 70 watchers at all times in a week. You have to keep that stable flow of audience. If you don't, then you're in trouble. Then you lose your Prime. So it's about having that consistent status. Excuse me. So yeah, it's not it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as it sounds, and you always have to be careful with these things. You know, you got to work at it. You got to work at your role, work at your audience. You know, work the stream, grow naturally, and find your feet through it. That's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Otherwise, things can go south. I'm not sure if I'm sure these followers are bots that you buy in. So I don't know if no point having bots on your stream. Can you imagine if you had like 70 bots and only like 2 humans talking? That'd be pretty bad, surely. Yeah. They'll be like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Who are these people? Who are these people with bots just talking to amongst themselves? Robots. Okay, right. So, I think I'm just checking through here again. I'm just refining. I'm just cutting out little areas that I see, like any imperfections like that. I'm just cleaning it up. These spikes, I think I mentioned before, I was going to change, and I think I might just change them here. So if I look at this, okay, that's that. Yeah. So I might be able to spike them out maybe. Let me just look at the reference. I think it doesn't need to be spiked. It's one of the sort of things that in the reference it's kind of yeah, I guess this one can point up a bit, just a tad bit upwards, so maybe able to just do it on a fix here. I think if I can, yes, that's the pattern one. Oh, hello, what's this? Okay, that's fine. Oh. There we go. So, there we go. There we go. So I'm changing the direction a bit just to make it a bit more like so, and then maybe bring this one down a bit, just a tad bit. There you go, like there maybe, just a little drop, Oh yeah, Samurai, have you bought Phasmophobia yet? You haven't bought Phasmophobia, have you? I keep forgetting if you have. You said you might be, or you considering getting it. I'm not sure. You was it still on the cards in terms of pondering to get such a thing, such a bit of software, bit of that glorious software? Not yet. Thinking of doing it tomorrow. Yeah, you should. Yes. Haven't, yeah, because you've been missing out on the ghosties. To be honest, right? I'll be honest. It's improved a lot since I last played it in a long while. So the last 2 sessions I played, the game's changed a lot. There's more variety, which is good. I think that adds a bit more essence to the gameplay as well. There's new things you can do now which you couldn't do before, and they've added a bit more objectives which relate to the product with the products, which relate to the tools you take with you. There were at times there were before the update there were things that you can take with you into the investigation, but which had no purpose. So one of which was the light sensor. Light sensor was pointless, but now light sensors are really, really handy. Same with candles. You could candles were like an item you can take with you into the house, but it didn't serve a purpose other than illuminating the room. It didn't offer anything. But now, the update has now allowed it. So one of the objectives is to make the ghost blow out the candles. How cool is that? So it's another way to and it can be used to detect ghosts as well. If you place it somewhere, if it blows it out, then you know it's here. It gives it a sense of, it gives it a purpose, gives items a purpose, of something to do rather than just being stationary and boring. So yeah. So yeah, they've added some new stuff, and yeah, if you get it tomorrow, fantastic. Obviously, Galen won't get it because Galen's scared of ghosts. I know Galen's scared of ghosts. He's listening. I know he's tuned in. He's gonna say no, not scared of ghosts. Not scared of ghosts. But that's fine. That's fine, Galen. I'll find another way. I'll find another way to scare you. I'll terrify you. A terror. Spooky ghost. No, see, I told you, no. In fact, there is a Phasmophobia world in VR chat. I was telling Afro about this yesterday, and Afro was sleepy. Afro gave me some silly excuse of not wanting to do it. I think it was he said he was having PC problems. I don't know what it was, but I want to try that world. I might try it today. We're ending the stream fairly soon, so I might jump on there. I just want to see for myself what that world's about, because I've downloaded it. I didn't try it, but it's got the same kind of layout as Phasmophobia. You start off in the truck. You've got tools and stuff like the torches, EMF readers and stuff. But and it uses the Udon script. It's Udon scripted, so the ghost moves based on whatever it is. But excuse me. So I'm looking forward to trying giving that a try. On a smash that out. So I've been shooting 58 minutes. So maybe another 10, 15 minutes more, then I'll call it time, because yeah, I would love to work on the commission now, but I think I should probably work on that maybe on my own first, and then when it's ready, I'll start working it on, work on a proper streamy session. Because I did start late. I was in a conversation with people on Discord, which is fine. The way I see it is, if I'm streaming today, I'll stream today, and I'll stream at some point. I've never really kept I've tried to keep an honest time in terms of when I start streaming, but yeah. If you do miss my streams, obviously got the highlights of it are all found on Twitch for 7 days. They stayed for 7 days and then they get removed. But luckily enough, I also stream on YouTube, and obviously YouTube keeps them, so I always update them afterwards. So you know where to find them in case you missed my sessions. Getting a bit carried away with these little nitty-gritty things I'm finding here like that. Just to give this Guilmon a bit more definition. I like these nooks and crannies I'm tapping into, but I'm also not blending. I'm trying not to blend. Keep it really, really impressionist. That's the word. That's what my mentor told me. Impressionist. I'm an impressionist painter. Nothing else. I shouldn't attempt to move anywhere, because if I move anywhere, I'm screwing myself up. Let a coffee be coffee. That's as they say. Don't make a coffee be anything else. Don't make a coffee be like a tea. I don't think that such a thing ever exists, right? Mixing coffee with tea. What would you get? Some sort of vile thing. I think the closest thing, if you want something that's caffeinated, I guess green tea would be the best. Is that right? Green tea has sufficient amount of caffeine. I used to drink green tea when I used to stream on Picato on those crazy hours. I don't know if Samurai was around on that period. This was way back. I think if Treasure was here, would in the Asia it's called yin yang mix of, really? Oh dang, okay, I'll take it back. I'm just thinking about it. It's like, what would, is this, who would do that? Yin and yang. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. I guess it depends on the kind of tea as well. You can't just use any old tea. I guess certain kinds of tea would work with certain kinds of coffee beans. Otherwise, it would just taste awful. I think, or maybe there's a certain percentage of coffee versus tea. Too much coffee would make it nice. Too much tea would make it go ugh. But that's good to know. I'm gonna Google these things after the stream. I'm gonna look up these things. Yin yang. Oh no. Oh sorry. Not yin yang. Yin yang. Okay. Is that so, Galen? Is that you say it's Asia, right? So is that a Chinese thing, or is that like a Indonesian, or maybe like I don't think people in China drink coffee. I don't, because that's they're more of a tea drinking country, isn't it? Tea. Yin Yang. That doesn't. I mean, it does could be Chinese, but. Interesting. So I'm learning new things there. Learning new things. Oh, Jung, as I say, it probably is Jung. So let me click on my laptop instead because it's behaving weird. There we go. Let's find. I want to read this. I want to see what this is about. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Chinese. Oh, it was Chinese. Okay, Cantonese language. Hong Kong. Wow. So it was okay. Okay. So it was China. Okay. Brewed coffee, Hong Kong style milk tea. Okay, evaporated milk, condensed milk, sugar. Okay. That I can see black. Yeah, black tea. Black tea is. Yeah. It does look good. That does look good. I've got to say. There's a picture here, which it looks really nice in the cup. Kompi Cham, a drink of coffee plus tea, is usually served hot or iced in Malaysia. So it's a Malaysian thing. I want to send this to Werethorpe. He's Malaysian. Shit, this is impressive. I want to send this to him. I'll send this to him right now because. Where's it gone? I'm trying to find a chat. Where is it? Yeah, I linked it. There you go. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what his view on his view on Yun Young. There you go. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's had it before, yeah. He's had Werethorpe has had. It's his favourite drink as well, apparently, yeah. I think I may have to try that Yungyeon, because apparently it's like condensed milk in it, so there must be something creamy about it, rich, tasty, and it can be served cold as well. So I guess for summertime, I guess it's a great can be a good beverage to have, right? So very nice, very nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, Galen. What was that? What was that guy? What was that Malaysian convention owner's name? Do you know what was his name again? Do you know what his name is? I forgot. It's tip of my tongue. You mentioned his name. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. If you can fill that gap in for me. CT, was it CT Wolf? Yeah, you know what? It'd be nice. It'd be nice when lockdown ends, maybe to try some of those exotic ones. I think you mentioned before the Japanese JMOF. JMOF will be good to go to once everything settles. Once everything settles down, I think I'm at a point now, you know, where I've got a bit of budget now, and it'd be nice to explore these venues, you know, these places, and obviously, I've spoken to the own, you know, I'm friends with the owner of JMOF now, so like they'll probably show me around. It'd be nice to go there and have some sake and explore Japan as well, and obviously see the Ghibli museum and stuff like that, and obviously eat loads of ramen. Go to that favorite place where Retsuko went to as well. Oh man, oh boy. Don't know what you think of that, Galen. What do you think? What do you think? To Japan is too scary. Giant robots live there. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Sentinels. I think they're from Castles in the Sky. Laputa. Castles in the Sky. The automatons. I think that's what they're called, automatons. But they stopped working a long while back, so it's pretty dim. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, yeah, I think we've gone past the hour. I'm going to stream another what is it? Another 10 minutes. So, and after that, I'll you know, actually, no, so it should be fun. Actually, it's 11:15, so I think maybe 11:30 p.m. might be a good stop off point. Oh, thanks for the link, Galen. Thanks. Yeah, definitely will look this guy up. Not just for me, but if maybe London Fairs may want to call him in for a little chit chat. But interesting. This is good. This is good. It's just trying to reach out to as many people in the fandom who can offer some talk about what what their side of the fandom, and like it's nice to hear the cultural side. Oh, he bought an Index. He bought an Index. I'm so jealous when people, in hindsight, if I had the opportunity, I would have bought an Index. I think I would have just bought. I'm sure Galen agrees with me. See, everyone, it's like I didn't want to wait. I'm glad I got something, a VR headset for now, because I think if I didn't have it now, I think I just would have been pondering on, constantly looking at reviews and stuff. I think Galen would have been a bit cheesed off me talking about the same stuff again and again. And say, just buy the damn thing, right? I'm sure Galen's probably agreeing with, nodding, saying, yeah, that's true. You'd be talking about the same thing again and again. Just bloody buy the damn thing. So the only person left to buy it now is Samurai, but I think I know Samurai said he's going to move. Once he's moved and settled in, he's going to probably have so much space. He's going to VR himself. If there's anyone else who's lurking in the stream who is pondering to get a VR headset, you should get a VR headset. Hang out with me on VR. I have some cool people. You're in safe hands. Safe for the moment until you enter the horror worlds. Then nothing can save you. Then you're in trouble. Then you're in big trouble. So horror worlds are my thing. Which reminds me, I mean, I want to stream. I would like to stream them, but I don't think my machine can handle it. This is one of the things I want to try and test. I need to get VR. Yes, come on, Lynx. Get yourself into VR. Trust me, like after trying that, like since owning it, I've always been, every evening I've been buggering off into VR chat just to loiter around. I'm sure Galen can defend that, Kate can back me up on that. I'm always like lurking on there, wandering around in my hardcore Haru model. Actually, I think I posted a few shots of her on Twitter and Furzu. I have the next few weeks off. Well, it's. I mean, if you've got, I've got the VR addiction. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the money, if you've got the currency, then I guess the Index is probably a good choice to get. But if you are on a budget, then I guess the Quest 2 is still good. I've got a Quest 2, and it's very good. It does the job. If you've got a good PC, this is the problem. This is where the problem stems as well. If you've got you need to have a good PC as well, and if you download, I think if you download a program on Steam, which checks your PC if it's VR ready, it's free to download on Steam. Just check if your machine is capable of doing it. If it is, then it's worth getting the VR stuff. Otherwise, you're not gonna have a good time. But the cool thing about the Quest 2 is you can run it standalone, so you don't need the PC. So for VR chat, you can just run it offline. You can play it wirelessly, which I know some people do, and it works fine for them. Yeah. So, but the important thing is you're having fun and socialising. That's the best part of it. So, and there's some really good games in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's best of both worlds. I've not tried the VR. I've not tried the Oculus version of VR chat. It's more optimized, so that means you cannot see PC models, which is a shame. But you still at least you still get to use it. That's the most important thing, right? You get to use VR and enjoy it. So, but if you've got a good PC, get the uplink cable with it, and which is what I do. It's plugged into my PC, and it becomes a Rift, an Oculus Rift, but with a better spec, and it works fine. But yeah, again, I need to get a better PC. Right now, I think I'm on an i5, and the i5 I got is from 2014, so it's a very, very old CPU. It's a very old CPU. I'm surprised right now it still functions well. It's still working well as a single core process stuff. But the moment you start doing heavy-handed stuff, I've seen it struggle a bit, and I think that's good. It's a clear sign that obviously it's time I've got a better machine. But yeah, I've been finding an excuse of not to get one yet until this one serves. It's reached its point. It's end of life sort of thing. But so far, it works fine. I mean, for illustration, for 3D, there's not that much of a problem. Because obviously most of the work now is done by the graphics card, which is the RTX. RTX, so good. I assume you have an RTX card, Links. Do you have an RTX card or something awesome? Tell me you have an RTX card. Tell us, confirm to us you got an RTX. If you have RTX, then you're like one step away from the world of VR, just like that. Even if it's an RTX 20 series, which is what I've got. I've got 20 series, so it's I think it's about a year old now. It's a year old. That's how fast technology has gone. I think Galen was right as well about think technology doesn't wait for you. So there's no point waiting for the next best thing. Just get it whilst it's hot. So yeah, I bought it a year ago. And now it's discontinued. Well, it's not discontinued, but it's just not available anymore because everyone's bought them. So and now it's the obviously the 3000 series. Then they're hard to get now. It's like the holy grail of graphics cards. That to own a 3080 is like you've been blessed. You've been blessed by the technology wizard. You've been blessed. You got an enchanted machine. But yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, VR's a great thing. It's still a novelty. Again, it's only get it if you got the budget for it. That's all I can say. I know the reason why I spent it because I've got nothing much to spend things on, so I'm not much of a big spender. The only thing I spend money on is coffee and corn nuts. I had a bag of corn nuts here somewhere. It's downstairs now. I'm gonna have to get some later, but that's it really. I don't really spend money on anything else or games that matter. I think today I bought Half-Life Alyx. It's downloaded. I've not tried it, but again, it's one of the sort of things. I spent it because I don't really spend much money on things, so I got that. So I do want to try and stream that, but I need to test it. I think I spoke to Galen about it. I need to maybe try and find a way to see, or not try and find a way, but see how it actually copes with streaming. Will my PC struggle or not? That's the thing. I'm hoping it doesn't. It will run just fine, but you won't know until you try it, right? So, but I'm hoping it doesn't behave the same as Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is a game I definitely cannot stream because it struggles. Even with RTX, it's nothing to do with the graphics card. It's to do with the CPU. The CPU cannot cope with the game whilst playing. And the thing is, even if I'm currently streaming from the GPU, it still struggles. The CPU cannot handle the game. So it's a bit of a shame, really. So I think definitely need to up my game, up my spec. So But saying that, the problem then stems on the tower as well. I've got a really old tower. This tower is about 10 years old, more than 10 years old, and so it's got the front panel's got USB 2 sockets. Again, redundant now, so I may consider getting a new tower completely. But the nice thing about this tower is, a full tower, it's got excellent fans. It's got a big gigantic fan at the top to blow all out the warm air. It's got some side panels, front airflow. You know, there's a lot of airflow, clearly made for cooling, and it's doing its job really well. So it would be a shame to chuck it away, but I guess I don't have much choice to. But I guess this is where Galen would say, you know, technology doesn't wait for you. It doesn't wait. It keeps on getting better. So there's no point of waiting for something. Just buy it. Just buy the bloody thing. So yeah, that's my reasoning of one of my things I need to do. One of the things I need to kind of do in terms of if I want to stream games and stuff, or have better specs to do more productivity. I think having a fast machine will be good as well, especially for like some of the software I use right now. I mean, Photoshop can get a bit demanding at times, but most of the time it's fine. But there are times which it struggles. So I guess having a better CPU may resolve that as well. So yeah. So some blue here, just some little flicks of blue here and there, just to. There you go. Sweet. Right, let's just finish off that tail as well. The tail I kept last, so yeah. There's a joke. There's that joke about how by the time you get the new computer, yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Do you know something funny, right, Samurai? I bought a Pentium 2. My first computer was a Pentium 2. My parents forked out £17,000 for it. So there's a 17-inch monitor, CRT monitor. It's a big, gigantic beast of a screen. But like, the back of it's huge. The back of it, but like, it's just a 17-inch screen. A mini tower. It's a mini tower and stuff. It came with a flatbed scanner. It didn't come with a printer, but yeah, all these little things, and it came to like £17,000. And I think a few weeks later or so, then the Pentium 3 came out. So, yeah. It was just like, what the hell is going on? And I was like thinking, oh well, I should have just waited a few months to get the Pentium 3, right? So, but in time, I did get a Pentium 3. I did get a Pentium 3 afterwards. This was when I had a part-time job, and yeah. And then after the Pentium 3, I moved on to getting the Athlon 64 AMD Athlon. I'm sure most of you people who know of CPU computer stuff back then, Athlon was AMD's CPU. I forgot what spec it was, but yeah, it was a nightmare to set up because you had to manually set the voltage settings to get the right kind of frequency for your CPU. That's how it usually was. And with Pentiums, it was a case of just a case of you plug it in, it automatically sets itself. You know, the voltage stuff is set up automatically. It doesn't really matter what you set it, because those chips weren't really made for overclocking, whereas the Athlon XP CPUs were made for overclocking. So it's a case of trying to find that exact voltage. But the one I bought, I think it was a 3700 series. I think Athlon XP 3700, and that's what the chip was. But every time I tried to get close to that number, the frequency setting, it would work for a while, and then the computer started to fizzle out. You know, it started to struggle because either it was getting hot or the voltage was incorrect, or something wasn't working right. So I had to set the voltage down a bit. So it ended up showing on when it boots up, it shows it's an Athlon XP 3600. So I wasn't getting the correct amount of performance, if that makes sense, which is a shame, really. I don't know what the problem was, but yeah, it was a shame, really. But hey, it learns. But the cool thing is you learn from that. You learn from these things, and I even checked the many forums as well with people who own the 3700 series, and some people said they found it no problem, but maybe it's just me. Couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get the darn thing to work. But yeah, I ended up having the 3600 series set up rather than the 3700 series. So yeah, it's about you know, with CPUs, especially AMD ones, you have to kind of set up manually. But I think nowadays it's all pretty much automated now. You don't have to worry too much about the voltage. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's normally set up so it jumps towards the correct voltage, and then if you want to overclock it, then you use the software on board to change the amount of volts you want to pump through it and get a bit extra juice out of it, extra juice. But I'm thankful for experimenting with computers, you know, because that's the thing about building computers. The only way you learn from it is by, you know, trying and testing, isn't it? And yeah, I learned a lot from those days of trying those things out, you know, like to see what makes it tick, you know, what all these little intricate things that help you understand how computers work. And I think if you're a PC gamer, if you're someone that spends time on PCs more often, then it's always good to understand and learn about the ins and outs of a machine. So if something goes wrong, you know exactly what to fix, right? Isn't that right? You don't want to be like, for example, let's say your RAM dies, yeah, your RAM stops working. You know, a person that doesn't know much about their computer would probably would probably take the whole thing to a PC repair specialist or something, and they'll probably fob you off with like, oh, it's something else, or the RAM's dead or whatever. And they'll charge you ridiculous amounts of money just to get that replaced, right? Whereas if you know what's wrong with it, you know, it'll cost you. It would only cost you the amount it's going to cost you to buy it from the shops or Amazon or whatever, and you save yourself a bit of heartache or whatever, you know, worry and stuff like that. You know, you've analysed the problem, you've figured it out, you've resolved it. You know, that is it's a good sign. It's a good self-learning sort of thing as well, isn't it? It's good for you. You know, especially when these days, you know, nowadays there's a lot more people that know much about PCs, don't they? There's a lot of PC enthusiasts, and I mean, the PC enthusiast market is insane. I mean, people will spend countless amounts of money just to pimp out their machines to look, you know, sexy, and some of them do look really good, and the performance, I'm sure the performance that they produce is phenomenal as well. But it's almost like a car show, you know, like a sports car show. Like, look at my amazing computer, you know. Ooh. I mean, who in the stream would want a sexy pimped out, you know, tower, which looks amazing. You know, I mean, my one looks a bit knackered, but I wouldn't mind having those amazing looking towers. You know, like, oh, actually, to be honest, it would look nice for a while, but then I'm more of a productive person, so I think the novelty would wear out on me after a while. But I've seen some people that do some amazing stuff, but still, it's like, it's lights, it's blue lights. I've got blue lights. You can get one of those nano leaves that you can put on your wall, right? Nano leaf can probably do a better job, right? Not for me. I'm not much of a flare. Yeah. You'd probably just have a simple white tower, PC tower with your stuff in it, right, Samurai? Who needs all that mumbo jumbo? Just give me a piece that works, right? Yeah, back then I used to have, like, my gaming tower. Yeah, I think I've still got my gaming tower. It's downstairs now. It's like, it's basically used to hold a plant pot on top of it, to rest the plant pot on top. You prefer black, cool. But like, what I used to do was, when I used to play Counter-Strike and stuff like that, my Pentium 3 would get so friggin' hot. I think my heatsink couldn't cool it enough. So what I used to do is I used to open. I used to leave one. I used to leave the panel open, one side of the panel open, and I'll get a table lamp. I'll get a table fan, and leave the table fan running next to it. So it's constant blast of air onto the friggin' motherboard whilst I'm playing the game. It was insane. This was when back in the day when like I had to keep my PC cool in order to play Counter-Strike, otherwise it would lock up because the overheating would freeze like the game sometimes. So yeah, I would basically open up the PC, put a table fan next to it, and blast the hell out of it with air whilst I'm playing. That's how I used to. That's just that's how devoted I was to Counter-Strike and gaming at the time. I was like really taking it seriously. Like you can't win games by just having a PC closed up. If it's overheating, you got to do something about it. So Lightlord even will probably tell you that story as well. If Lightlord's, I think Lightlord watches the stream. He does turn up to the stream now and then, and he bugs off like a sneaky git. I think I'm painting the wrong layer again. So there we go. Select all this. There we go. So there we go. Cut that out. Paste it down the tail. There we go. There we go. Oh, did I? What happened there? Did I just copy the wrong? Just undo it again. There we go. There we go. So what happened there? Right, okay. Yeah, so hang on. Let's do that again. Ah, that's why. Copy like this. X. There we go. If I do that, there we go. That's better. Yeah, so yeah, Lightlord had a similar setup as well. He would have a table fan next to his PC as well. We would both have ridiculous ways to try and keep our PCs cool whilst playing games like Counter-Strike and Unreal Tournament. it would go on for a while until we decided, until we got better machines. But man, and it got to a point where actually I bought like 4 60mm fans. You can buy 60mm, there's simple case fans. I bought 4 of them and then used some metal, made it into a 4x4 grid, and then daisy chained the plugged into one, and then plugged into my PC, and then you have like a 4-way fan blowing, just blasting cold air. That was another setup I had. It was like a Frankenstein setup, and I used to use it with this PC as well when I had the it was the Athlon, I think. I know it was the Athlon. It was another CPU I had on this before the i5. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, I used to, yeah, I do silly things like that to try and keep it cool. But it works. The thing is, it worked. It kept the PC cool. It kept the temperatures under control as well. So I would get like, normally I'd get like roughly 30 degrees Celsius. Without the fan, it'll bump up to like 40 at least. So it knocks off quite a bit of, thanks to the airflow. But yeah, shows you what you can do. If you play around with fans and coolants and stuff like that. So great stuff. Oh damn, I've been streaming for 1 hour 35 minutes and it's 11:30, so I think I should probably wrap up here. I think this is done. Hang on, wait a minute. What's going on here? That's that layer. Oh, put the wrong layer. Yeah, I think I should wrap up soon. I'm just gonna get this tail done. I think this is almost done anyway, so just basically sprucing it up. Spruce the tail. Yeah, so tomorrow, because it's Thursday means it's game night. Video games. I'll be going back to good old BioShock. So that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of interesting elements of what's been going on in that game. I think the build I've got on it is better than I was before, and obviously I figured out there's certain things I've completely forgot about that game in terms of how it works. But thanks to some people, I spoke to Oliver Tree and Always Games Behind, or aka Noonikins. Yeah, they they told me about some of the things you could do, and I forgot about it. I realized you can switch between plasmids and stuff like that. It's just common sense of things. Like, oh, I should have known about that one, but yeah. But when you're playing it, you're not really thinking. You're like thinking, oh, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I've forgotten everything. And that's what happens when you play you play a game that we last played it when it was released. So it's all coming back eventually. But yeah, it's a tough game that is. But then yeah, once I complete that, I may jump on to Bioshock 2, or maybe skip 2 and then go straight into Infinite, because Infinite's pretty good as well. It's more recent, so from the last two games. So yeah. Yeah, but I mean, but once I get the the what do you call it? The Ryzen CPU things problem sorted, and once I get a new PC in, if and when I get all that sorted out, then I think then it'll just be a case of trying out and playing these fabulous games that I've been gifted and trying out, and try out, and then oh yeah, cannot wait. Really cannot wait to share those games with you guys. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think I'm playing the wrong layer again. It's that layer. There we go. So I keep bouncing between the two layers. It's the wrong. Keep using the wrong layer for the wrong thing. There we go. That's a bit more red. A bit more warmth there. Let's get a bit of warmth. There we go. I'm just add a bit more, little bit of detail here, just to look like it's bending down, the tail bending a bit. Yeah, so a bit more. Oh yeah. So yesterday, I was watching watched the 2 episodes of The Falcon and The Winter Soldier. It's very good. If you like Marvel, highly recommend it. It's more character focused series than action. It's got action in it, but it's more character based, which is really good. I like the fact that the synergy between the Falcon and Bucky. Is it Bucky Barnes? I think it's Bucky Barnes. I think it's Bucky Barnes. Yeah, who's the Winter Soldier. There's good chemistry between the two characters, so it's really good. But yeah, it's a series, or it's a web series, so it plays like a movie. That's what's interesting. I think Disney are doing a good thing here. It's kind of similar to The Mandalorian. Where Mandalorian is like, it feels like a film, but it's not a film. It's a series, and I have to say, if this is the way they're going for their future stuff, I'm all for it. Because the quality is really good. They've got, I think, TV episodes like this have more series like this. I keep saying TV, it's not a TV series, but episodes like this adds a bit more variety, and it adds. I think it's better than movies, because movies is one whole movie, isn't it? Whereas a series is like small chunks of stories, and it builds up to a bigger story, isn't it? So you have more time to explore characters, explore plots, and there's things they can do, which is great. I think it gives them more freedom as well, unlike Hollywood stuff. So it's good. It's a good move. Highly recommend it though. The Falcon and The Winter Soldier. It's good stuff. Oh, my music stopped again. Where's my music? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. Resume. It keeps stopping because it assumes I'm like, just idle or something. sleeping on the job. I'm not sleeping on the job, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Oh. Ooh, okay. Yeah, just checking the links. Some links here of Winter Soldier. When the next episode's coming out, so I'm just planning ahead. I think it's gonna be the next one's gonna be coming out soon this week. I think so. That's good. It's on episode 3 now, so episode 3 will be coming soon. So yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah. Episode 3. Cool. Right. 42 minutes. You know what? Let's try and go for the full 2 hours, because I've reached 1 hour. I've been streaming for 1 hour 42 minutes, and I think I can probably squeeze in an extra few minutes. You know, we'll reach the 40 minute mark. 1 hour 42 minutes. So I can probably do another 20 minutes. Hang out with you guys, little chit chat. You know, little chit chat. Chinwag chit chat. Yeah. So I've been still thinking about more horror games to play. So I realised I've also got Layer of Fears, which is a I'm not sure if that's an actual survival horror, if it's just a walking simulator horror. You know, where you just walk around and you see a few things jump out at you, and you got to solve a few easy puzzles, and you get a few more jump scares here and there, and just, you know. But I guess it would be nice to maybe explore that further, you know, in terms of give it a go, see what it's about. I don't know what you guys think. Have you heard of Layer of Fears? I've got the copy of it, but I've not played it. I've had it for a long while, and I've always thought about installing it, and I thought, well, you know, the reviews say it's a bit boring. It's, you know, it's. But the reason caught my eye. I've heard of it. Yeah, you've heard of it. Reason why it caught my attention is because the fact that it's there. I've not played it, so maybe I should give it a chance. Maybe give it a little. Oh, Cry of Fear. Yeah. Oh man, I did stream Cry of Fear a while back, and boy, that game was tough, and it was spooky, and wow, yeah. That had some crazy stuff going in there. I tell you what. There were some crazy things going on. I tell you what. Yeah. Yeah. The thing about Cry of Fear, I did complete it. Yeah, I've unlocked some of certain items, which basically the game encourages you to play it again, replay it again. Yeah, first person Silent Hill. Yeah, exactly. It's a first person Silent Hill. But yeah, I did complete it. I completed it when I played on Twitch a long while back, a very long while back, and it was during the era when I was streaming a lot. You know, when I started out, and yeah, it's yeah, definitely a good game. And the mechanic of replayability is really good as well. A reason why I do want to play it again because it was just friggin' hard. It's a hard game because ammo is scarce. So majority of the time you may have to avoid combat to get further into the game, which is fine because it is a survival horror. But yeah, you have to be really cautious with your ammo count. Otherwise, you're gonna die a lot. And the zombies are not. The zombies can brutally beat you down, and not to mention the other monsters. There's some other monsters in there which are another pain in the bum as well. I vaguely remember it, but yeah, you got this like Japanese like long-haired ghost women as well, which swoop towards you. You know, you gotta. If you don't kill them quick enough, they get you, and that's it. It's over. But it's a good game. Yeah, it's a very good game. It's yeah. If you've never played it, I'd highly recommend it. There is jump scares in it, but that just adds the goodness of it. The other one, which is a horror game, you can play. You can play it with friends. It's on SVN Co-op. and it's called Are You Afraid of Monsters? I think it's called Are You Afraid of Monsters? Yeah, Are You Afraid of Monsters? No, sorry, it's called Afraid of Monsters. Afraid of Monsters, and that is a really good game as well. It's like Silent Hill as well, as Samurai mentioned. It's like Silent Hill, but the cool thing is it's co-op. It has a co-op element, and it's survival horror, so ammo can be scarce, and yeah, enemies can beat you down, like the zombies and whatever, ghosts and stuff, they can beat you down hard, but because you're playing with friends, you can heal each other, so you can work together to stay alive. So great game to play. I did play it once with Shiny. I think Shiny at one point did say that we should probably return to that and try and complete the other ending. The problem is that game is long. It's very long. I mean, I'd say we're talking like almost 3 to 4 hours worth of gameplay. So expect a commitment. You have to be committed to it, because it's hosted on a server. You can't save your progress. So if you're playing it, if you want to play it, if you want to try and complete it, you have to play through it all at once. You can't just continue from where you left off online. It starts all over again. So you kind of want to, play it and get to the end and then see the ending and the conclusion. And me and Shiny managed to do that, and it was really late, but we managed to do it, and it was insane. I was so tired again by that time. But yeah, the thing is, I've completed the single player version. When the game first came out, when Afraid of Monsters first came out on Half-Life as a Half-Life 1 mod, I did play it. I did play it on single player, and it's more terrifying when you play it alone. But yeah, it's multiplayer is fantastic because you're not alone, so that's good. Another good game on there on SVN co-op, which is also horror, is They Hunger. A very zombie game, a very zombie-like game. Again, survival horror where ammo is scarce. Zombies can beat you down one hit if you're not careful. But again, it's got the team element. So if you play with friends or other people, they can heal you, they can revive you. So actually, I'll take it back. They can't revive you, but they can get you. They can revive you once they reach a checkpoint. The game works on checkpoints. So if you reach halfway through the game, then you spawn again. So Lone Survivor is also good as well. 2D side scrolling Silent Hill. Okay, is that free? Is that free to play, or is that actually, if that's a purchasable game? Sounds like a purchased game. It's $15. Okay. If it's on Steam, I'll have a look at it. I'll put it on my wish list of things. So I'll see the reviews as well. Reviews will tell me if it's a worthy. They actually started make out a Silent Hill remake project. Oh, okay. See, I'll be honest. I've never played Silent Hill games before. Maybe because because those games were mostly on PlayStation, right? And sadly, I never owned a PlayStation 1. I have a PlayStation 2, but I only bought it for Dynasty Warriors 3, and after that I just didn't bother buying any more games for it. But I guess at that time I was still heavily into the PC genre, so I guess if there was a PC version, there probably is a PC version, no doubt. But yeah, I think I was also a hardcore Resident Evil person as well. I thought, well, this is like a Resident Evil wannabe game. It's not gonna catch my attention. That's cynical as I am about it, but it looks good. I mean, I don't know the premise other than it's a place called Silent Hill and weird things have happened there, and if you go there, then that's it. You're buggered. You're buggered. So don't go to Silent Hill if you dare. Don't go there if you dare, because you die. You will die. You cannot escape. You get trapped there, and all right, you get trapped there. Yeah, if you enter Silent Hill, that's it. It's like you're buggered. Very psychological. Yeah, very psychological. Yeah. Interesting. Ding. For her. Is this royalty free? Yeah, no copyright. Good. I always get concerned about music playing. I completely forgot it. It went on to the next. It went on to the next scene, next player video, which was playing music. Oh, got about 8 minutes left, so time is cutting short. Silent Hill Homecoming is on Steam. Most fans don't like that one, but I enjoy it. Okay, why do they not like it? Is it because it's a different plot, or is it one of those ported things? It's been ported across badly. Because ported games can be frowned upon by people. I know most companies don't really bother with fixing ported stuff. They just port it across and expect it to still work, and it ends up not, and it ends up upsetting people because the controls are not clearly made for console than than the PC. And that's happened a few times, especially like games like Dark Souls, where it's not done properly, which is bad. Right. Right, let me just finish this off with a nice grainy finish. Grain, so that's some grain. Itchy eye. Itchy ear. Where's the grain? Where's my grain? Where's the grain? Let's see. It was made by the US company and not the original. Ah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I can see where that. Yeah. So all the hardcore fans probably disagree with it. It's like, oh no, the people that made it, well, not the original team. That's true. I think I can totally relate to that because for example, when Eidos Interactive Eidos Montreal made Thief, different team, they screwed it up. The Thief franchise is buried now, so it's forever lost. And it's a shame, really, because Thief was an amazing game. Add noise, there we go. Causing blur. Not too much noise, just a little bit of noise, There we go. And then that's soft light. There we go. Oh. Let's try hard light. Oh, that's a bit too much hard light. Let's try overlay. Ooh. Soft light, and then we just knock that back just a tad bit. There we go. So we had a bit of grainery there, just to give it more, enhance that. It's 20%. It's 20. There we go. 20%. Silent Hill. Sorry. Pretty much any Silent Hill that comes after the room is frowned upon. So, well, let's hope the original team come back and produce something that's viable, for that pleases the fans once more, so, another Silent Hill which is made by the original team, and and it's made how it's meant to be made, isn't it? To make give it give that sense of the fans, what the fans want, which is a proper. Oh yeah, didn't they? What was that demo? What was that Silent Hill demo? I remember there's I think Samurai, you might know this. It's like a room, and you go through his rooms. Is that the one, isn't it? The room. You start off in this room, and it keeps going in circles, and it gets worse and worse each time you go around the same set of rooms. Is that the room? I vaguely remember there was a trailer or demo, and that looks spooky. That was pretty good, I have to say. You had some old lady or something chasing you. Looks a bit spooky, looked a bit very spooky. Is that the one? Is that the one? PT. That's the one. Yeah, that was blooming good. I mean, I watched the video, the footage of it, and I was like, okay, that's impressive. I think that is a horror game that I would happily play and enjoy, you know, and get scared a bit, you know, but it never came to fruit, you know, it never saw light of day in terms of finalizing it. It was just a demo, and that was it. Nothing was heard from it ever again. That looked good. I thought that was interesting. Oh well. Oh well. It would have been awesome. I think that would have been an awesome game. Now PT, that was PT. It was playable teaser. You could, yeah. So that possible game. Oh man. Yeah, I watched the video. I watched a no commentary playthrough of that demo. Yeah. Very nice. But yeah, shame we'll never get to see it. Which would have been amazing. Yeah. I mean, I would have considered buying it on PC because it looks good. It's what horror games should be, isn't it? That kind of like those sort of bad dreams where you're going around in circles in the same kind of thing, and it's just getting worse each time you go through it. Kind of like what we played. You remember in VR chat we did the Keys one. Keys, yeah, that's a good example. It wasn't Keys. It wasn't Keys. It was another one. It's another world. Do you remember? It's the same room. We were going through the same room again and again, and each time we went through, it got worse. It was like going through purgatory kind of thing, isn't it? In and out of purgatory. It was just mental. It was like things like that. I like experiences experiences like that. Those kind of worlds where, you know, it really puts you in a position of like, oh damn, you know, this is getting spooky. Yeah. Oh, you did. You might have. Yeah. I think I was too phased out of like getting spooked out by these. We're in the same room and like expected a jump scare to happen, and there were some jump scares in there. We did experience some jump scares, but yeah, it was tense. It was a tense world, but it's good. It was good. And one of the things I liked about it is the screenshot stuff at the end, like all worlds. This one in particular has like screenshots, so we can see us running around, you know, like being our natural selves as we play the game, the session. I like that. I like those sort of things. That was well. Yeah, yeah. Was that the world where you went? Oh, was that the world? Was it another world? I think that was the world you got spooked out on. Was that, which one was it? Was it the Keys one that spooked you out? I think it was the Keys one. I think one of the worlds spooked you out. You went, whoa, whoa. Yikes, yikes. Okay, I think we have reached 2 hour mark. I think I should call it time here. Call it TY time. I'll just do some final little touches here and there just to spruce this thing out. But like, I don't need to touch it anymore. I think it's satisfying as it is. Maybe add a bit more yellow there, just to give it a bit more. there we go. It's little refinements like this. It's always nice to. There we go. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, let's cease it here. The keys one I did spook me out quite a few times. Yeah, see, this is why. This is why you're missing out on the horror maps. You've been missing out on them. Been too busy doing all your little other things. You've been missing out on the good stuff. Actually, before I end, I just want to fix that. Fix this as well. It needs a bit more. Light. Let me just see. More light applied to it. Let me see. Telegram's making. I should probably disable notifications for Telegram when I'm streaming. I leave it on and it makes like bloom 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 bloom. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that was it. Reference. Okay, right. Yeah, I might add a bit more gloss, just a little bit of more on that white, just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit more. There we go. Just a little. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, a bit more. Because it looks a bit. It was looking a bit. Like. Not flat, but it looks a bit wasn't part of it. I may just brush it over, with an over paint of just a bit more white on it, just to, so it's not just etched on. I want to give it that sense of it's actually part of it, not just a weak bumbling thing. You know. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. So I'm gonna make a new layer on top of this. I'm just going to soften these edges up just really lightly, like so. Just really. In fact, if I can probably smudge it, but I don't want to smudge it. When you smudge it, it ends up looking a bit, smudgy. Yeah, there we go. Just want to try and bring that closer in. Maybe just add a bit more. There we go. Just paint over it. If I set to 50%, maybe that'll do it. There we go, like that. There we go. So I'm basically just implying that it's part of it. There we go, like that. See, it's not just there we go. Just softened edges, just a bit, tad bit. Let's do this one properly. Yeah. Then we can end it here, I think, and yeah, ponder about tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's cheeky session. Yeah, so I need to make. I still haven't made that video. I basically I basically made a video of me saying I bought a VR headset. That was like 2 weeks ago. I showed it to Galen, and I haven't uploaded it because I do mention on it that I use VR chat, and I also mentioned my tag name on it. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I was a bit concerned if I should even bother to upload it. If that makes sense. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, should I cut out me saying that? Oh, by the way, this is my tag on VR chat. Sort of sod. If you want to hang out on there, I just thought it'd be nice incentive to maybe if anyone's watching to join me on it. But then again, you might get some strange people trying to add me. But yeah, do I want to open myself out to that kind of thing, or bit of a weird one that is. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide on that, on the fate of that. What to do in that situation. There you go, that's better, that's better. That's much better now, look at that. So it looks like it's etched on now, a bit more etchy rather than just, you know, plopped on. There we go. That's much better. I like that. That's good. It's very good. What we can do here is maybe some dark blue. Just to really, there we go. Got those pits under those the pits under the peckly thing. Just a little bit of blue there, just to enhance that shadow a bit more. We had a bit of bounce there, just to. Actually, it doesn't need a bounce. I don't need to bounce that because it's just a tattoo-like shape. So it's going under the thing there. So under the breasty. Cool. Right. I think let's just put that thing on. There you go. Boom. A lovely Digimon is done. Quickly spruced up painting. I can't believe I worked on this for like quite a while. I think the first attempt was a failure because I blended the hell out of it. I blended the hell out of this piece when I started out. So I I mentioned it a few streams ago that I'm going to redo some of the elements again, and I did. I painted it more on an impressionist level rather than the blendy level. I think there's no point trying to blend things out to make it look blendery. So yeah, I've gone down this direction instead, and I think this looks nice. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the way it's turned out. I mean, I could probably add a bit of gloss or something, a bit more overlay on this just to spruce it up, but I don't think I'm going to touch anymore. Yeah, I can do. Yeah, I think adding anything more on here would just be just pointless. There you go. Yeah, see, you can really go. You can really burn out areas and stuff. I don't think I should do that. I'll let what I've done here do the talking. Cool. Great. So I'm gonna end the session here. We've gone 2 hours and 9 minutes. I'll be back tomorrow. With BioShock. I'm gonna try and start that stream a bit earlier, but you know how things are with work and whatnot, you know, and obviously hanging out in voice chat before I start streaming. So yeah, I'm gonna try and start it a bit earlier and get 2 hours out of that game, a bit more, and go further in, and then after that, hang out in VR chat again with chums, because it's good. It's Thursday evening, start of the bank holiday, so it'd be nice to just chill out a bit and hang out and do some horror games or maybe some games on there. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'm gonna jump on Discord for a bit. I'll be back tomorrow, as I said before. So until next time, keep watching the skies, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.